is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Well, there's a lot going on there. A lot of interesting characters to explore in this world. I've picked a sort of samurai, mainly because I personally know the bleeds in this game are fucking broken. I don't know if they've actually been nerfed since I did my original playthrough, because I did my original playthrough and it was a strong big bonk guy, big swords, and then I think I got to a certain boss and decided to switch. I think it might be one of the last couple of bosses, and decided to switch to dual katanas, just for the sheer amount of damage output you could do with it. But yeah, so let's see what's out here. Chapel of Anticipation. Like any other Souls game, you've got your sort of starting area. And most of these you are sort of led to die. You can also, if you're familiar enough with these bosses, you can actually kill them, and get something from them a lot of the time. Your messages? Oh, these tricksters. I love this setting for this game, it's just so atmospheric. I think I'm going to be taking this slow. It's been a while since I played it, so I'm going to enjoy most of what's going on here. It's a nice backdrop as well. So we have the Grafted Scion. I don't have a shield, do I? No. Again, I've actually forgotten what the controls are. So I swear it was RB and Y. No. Oh, there we go. Alright. It really has been a long time since I've actually played this game, Jesus Christ. There we go. Okay. Well, you meant to die to, well, you can die to this boss, you can also defeat it, but the result ends up the same. Must fall down quite far. It's quite a high platform. Lucky to fall into this cavern. Game's best boy.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Even at this point, this was the saying that we're going to be doing bad things. I guess bad thing depends on who you do them to, but there isn't really a good and an evil in this game. Well, there might be an evil, but we can get to that later on. I think the Golden Order in this game is seen as the authority, influence from one of the Outer Gods. Okay, so if we go down this way, we'll get a. I might do this because I wanna. There's a tutorial boss down here. It's the hardest boss in the game, actually. So should be the end boss. I just want to have a two-hand my weapon again because I've like. So Y and then RB. Yes. So I'm using an Xbox controller on PC. Yeah, we've got Size of Grace. Breathe. Self-explanatory. Heal, save. Checkpoint. Level up. Backstab. One a kill for these guys. Gives you souls. It's pretty slow, so you can just walk around them. Don't have a shield, I have a bow. B, roll. Time it right, you get invincibility frames, and they literally cannot hit you, even if they go through your character. You hold down to run as well. Hey, it's jump. The other game they introduced a jump in was, well, like this anyway, was Sekiro. Pretty damn useful. I think this guy usually falls down if you. There's also foraging in this game. I forget about this like completely, because you can get a crafting kit to make stuff, but I hardly ever make use of it. Right, so we've got a guy with a shield. Right, I do have a shield. Okay. don't know if there's a kick in this game. Usually in the other Soul game is forward and RT, but I can't remember. So a running slash you can do. A jumping slash. What I usually do is I'll pair a lot of these like combos together, try and stagger enemies. Oh, just missed them entirely. Either way's fine. Alright, so we've got skills as well, so you get spells and things like that. There's usually either like faith. I'm pretty sure they are faith. Well, faith's the one of the skills one of the skills I can't think of the word. They track with. I don't know. Brain don't work sometimes. I'm also ill at the same time, so my voice is a little bit croakier than normal. Some sort of throat infection. I'm not too sure what it is. I think it's tonsillitis. But you can see there, that last hit, a bleed proc came. It's usually what happens. There'll be like an invisible meter around, and the more hits you do, it'll fill that meter up, and then it will do like a percentage of damage, which is why this is like bleed builds are pretty much broken on this, because you can chunk people for like half their health. A couple of hits is actually quite nice. There is, in most Souls games, there is a parry on this. I don't really tend to use parries in this game. I'm a bit more shield and just rolling. I feel like it's been a lot harder to hit parries, like so. I can also hit it. Just based on the fact that every enemy in this game like staggers their attacks so slowly. It is easy enough to just dodge. I'm gonna die here. Oh my god. Imagine dying to Soldier of Godric. There is a pretty broken strat to most of these bosses. So they don't have a stagger meter if you do the jumping attack like that. So if you've got like a big two-handed weapon, depending on what build you want to do, you can force a stagger quite a lot. And then you can get a sort of like a riposte hit and do a bit of extra damage. Nice little tip. Depending on how you want to play the game. No enemies in there? I thought there was guys in there. I've just gone back the way. Yeah, I've gone by the wrong way. But all turned around. Yes. I do like the fact that we have unlimited sprint in non-hostile areas. At least where there's no enemies around. Quite a nice feature, being able to run. Alright, for our rewards, we get strength. So, nowhere. Oh, they're over here. Yeah, so you get gestures and stuff. Especially if you do online, you can sort of communicate, point, do other bits to get across your thoughts. So rest, point upwards. I'll mess around with these two. Won't really be using the co-op too much. I'm going to be relying on other methods to help me with the bosses. Now, oh, it's not this door. So there's still a little bit yet. Right, so we come out to our second grace. Right, now based on what you picked at the beginning, where I said those, I think it's a stone sword keys. You can put these stone sword keys into these things here, and they'll open up these doors. Obviously for this one you need two. So you'd have the one at the start, put one in there, you still wouldn't be able to get it, so it's kind of useless until you play the game with it. Right, and this is the items for the multiplayer. I mean, pretty good as soon as you start the game, you can actually summon. I do recommend it. It does make the game pretty fun. You can see a lot of different builds of what everyone else is doing. People just farming bosses to help out, etc. Here we are, Limgrave, the first area. We can see the man and his mighty steed down there, ruiner of Souls games, ruiner of runs. What do they call it? There's a specific term for where it's like a barrier of entry, isn't it? Skill check. No, our filter. That's the one. Yeah, the filter of the Souls game.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring, hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
How rude.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation
Oh,
to
bitches.
the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one
Yeah, so most of these
shining ray of
NPCs, they've got
for
multiple
even
lines
the
of dialogue. I usually
maidenless.
just cycle through until they
Me.
start saying the same thing again.
hope. Vare,
And that was his
take
name.
care to
His name was
listen.
Varric or something.
Are you
where I
familiar
got Varric from.
with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the
tree there.
guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance to Castle Stormvale.
It does also
over
tell
on the
you
cliff,
where you want to
the
head
home
next.
of the decrepit
It's kind of
demigod, Godric
especially if you're new to this
the
game, it's kind
Crafty.
of not really what you want to be doing straight away.
It's time you set off, I should think. To Castle Stormvale on the if you seek the
Right. So, yeah, I mean a lot of these characters will give you pretty useful information if you stop and listen to them. And also they do have their own sort of story. It's like we'll see this guy later on in the game, and they won't progress unless you exhaust their dialogue. Basically moves them on to the next location. Some other NPCs have specific requirements for you to progress them as well. Just gonna sit down with Grace here. So most of the time, if you're playing this game blind, you could just use the Grace as a sort of guiding point. And I think at the moment it will lead me to, like, I've got to go to that church over there, and I'm going to try and avoid this this horse guy here. That's not going to kill me, is it? No, that's fine. Because he will wreck my shit. Currently. I think he sees me. I feel like there's yeah, he's posturing. There's like an attention radius and then an aggro radius. So if I do what was I saying there? Yeah, so we have a smithing table here. We can pick up this item. Smithing stone 1, so the sort of items in this game you use to upgrade your weapons are sort of tiered like that, so 1 through 10. Pretty sure it's only 10. It might be 15 for the normal one, because you can get like sort of special weapons that use a different type of stone. I think they're 1 through 10, and the smithing stones are 1 through 15. And then 15, well, it goes up to 14, and then 15 is the there's like a legendary stone you can get, and there's only like a finite amount of them in the game. But that's the main way to upgrade. You can farm some of these stones from enemies, so you can get pretty ahead quite early on. So here we have Kale, I think.
You're a tarnished.
Mr. Christmas.
I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Yeah, so he'll give you a recommendation.
If you can spare the rooms, you should buy yourself
I think as we did the
kit. A crafting kit
Godric's
allows
Night,
you
we
to
should
make
have enough
basic
rooms for it.
items on your own. Essential, really.
Handy, really.
If you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Because I don't really do much crafting in this game, but it is quite handy to pick up. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got 500, 600 runes there. So we'll take that. And then also these. So you'll find a lot of these nomadic traders. I forget what they are, or wanderers or whatever. They'll sell like certain information. So they'll sell stuff to expand your crafting, and then also information on where stuff is in the world as well. So you can be like, this Flask of Wondrous Physics is something we're going to pick up quite early on, because that's going to be quite useful. Basically like another flask we do to heal ourselves, but it also has like other properties you can use. Right. So now we can actually make stuff. What I want to do next is I want to find. So we need to go over here. We can see from here. The castle's behind us. Yes. So that's eventually where I want to go. But I want to go to a couple of places first. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to run through here. So we're run in this direction. We can fight these guys if we want. There's not really any point to it at the moment. Run with this guy. I'll kill this guy. What's the weapons called again? Katana? For Uji Katana, that's the one. Uji Katana is a pretty nice weapon, it's quite quick as well. I mean, you can use this weapon for quite a lot of the game as you're progressing through, because it scales quite nicely. I don't know, in the previous games it's had an A in Dex, so it scales quite nicely as you level up. There is a couple of other katanas that you might want to be using, depending on what build you want to do. Right, so we're going to rest, we're going to get a cutscene here.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
That's 2 people now.
I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
We will accept here. I don't actually think you can refuse because she'll
Then
just
it's
ask the question again.
Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
We go.
Use
When we
it
get our mount.
to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Okay, so right, straight away we can use that golden flask that we got. We'll increase our flask uses from 3 to 4, which is going to be pretty handy. We can also allocate. I don't think we're going to be using magic quite this early, so we can make that 5. That's pretty much it for that. And also level up
Shall
if
I
we've got
turn
enough
your
souls.
runes to strength?
Don't think we have at the
Let
moment,
my
but
hand rest upon you.
basically
but a moment. Share them with me.
Melina's role in this game is
Your
just kind of help you
thoughts,
through. She'll
your
pop up at certain
ambitions,
points,
The
providing a bit of lore
principles you would follow.
and choices. Right. You can also talk to her. Like usually, if you sit down at a bonfire, she's got something to say. There'll be an option that says "Talk to Melina." Obviously, we've exhausted her dialogue, so she should just like fade out of existence. Nice. So now, what I want to do is, I think it's. How do I use the? Is it A? The Y? Yeah. Okay. Right. So there's like an extra menu over here. I would say get up on torrent. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to move the switch. Right. Okay. Right. So I put the thing there, and then use. Makes sense. Just use down as die. So you can use this if you get stuck, basically. So then literally all you have to do is press Y and up. And you eat them out. Quite handy little, easy to do, like scrolling through your, like, trying to navigate through your items down here, because that's what I used to do before. I never really bothered to try and learn to do hold Y, because you've got like an extra menu there, which is quite useful. Right. So I'm just going to clear this area out. So basically this part of the game is just going to be exploration. I need to get the physic I mentioned about earlier. I mean, this one's pretty straightforward. You can take most of these guys out without really alerting the rest of them. It's just that guy in the middle you want to be looking out for, because he has a horn that will alert the whole camp. Oh, I think there's a nice sword in there. Lord Swan, yep, great sword. We can come around the back here. I think there's another guy. Couple guys, yeah. Also, just a note: if they pulse like that with the effect, that means they drop an item. And if it's just a smaller one, it just means they only drop souls. And souls will go straight into your inventory. Just a nice little thing to notice. Like that. Well, you didn't drop anything. Yep. We got a flail as well. Have you ever used the flail? That guy in the middle was the one we want to look out for. He's the tanky guy. On him. So you can sort of do like a sneaky build in this game. If you just heard that, the cat just walked in. I don't know if the mic will pick that in. I deal with this horn guy. That should make the rest of it a little bit easier. Oh fuck! Just gonna hide behind here. Right, these things here, the maps. I'll grab them here. So you get map fragments. Can't believe they don't see me here. So a smithing stone from there, which is pretty useful. You can use that to level up later on. Right, I think there's a couple more guys on. I'm going to deal with that guy last, and then there is another sort of dungeony bit I can go down. Should have an item down there. Oh, there's a dog around somewhere. I don't know where he is. There he is. It's behind the other guy. None the wiser. If I come around the back, they're all going to be going around here. Oh, there's 3 dudes. I didn't realise there was that many people. Well, I can't just run in there and sort them all, but I kind of want to do this stealth-like. I do not want to get that guy yet. That guy's a little bit more difficult to deal with. Yep. That works. And I can just take this guy out here. Actually do that much damage thanks to the armor I've got. Right, grab these items again. Most of these items are just going to be used for. Oh, I've got some armor. Just going to be used for mostly crafting. I'll fuck that up. He does a lot more damage than the other guys. And he'll do a different range of attacks. Oh god. There's a delay when you try and turn and run on this. I want to get behind him. So yeah, so there we go. This is where the jump attack becomes most useful. So he'll have an invisible stagger me, yeah? I've fucked that up. Oh. Oh, that was the other thing, yes. Okay, right. So if you have a decent enough shield on this, you can do a, like... Not that. I fucked that up. It doesn't reset too much. So what he's doing... Oh. So he's waiting until I attack him with the shield, and then you can press RT or right bump or R2, I think, on PS4 controllers or PS5 controllers. Or basically do like a. I actually need to get him to hit me that doesn't like stagger me completely. Just doing regular attack, and I'll show you. Like that. I did it then, but he still blocked it. Just gonna heal again so I make sure I don't die here. Oh my god. The reach! Jesus Christ. perfect. That got dealt with. And he didn't even drop anything. What an arsehole. Right. I don't need that grace yet. I'll get it in a second. Now you come down here. So a lot of these places, if you've got like ruins and stuff, they'll have like an underground bit you can come down, which will have specific items in. I think this one has. Is it whetstone? Yep. Okay. Right. We got a Ash of War, basically like additions you can add to your weapon that will, one, it will change the scaling and give you like a unique skill you can use with it, which could be pretty handy. The reason I was arguing about that chest, because there is a chest that basically acts as like a teleporter, so when you open it, it will start smoking. You do have a chance to roll back and not get teleported, but if you get captured in it, you'll get you can get teleported to some really nasty areas, which is not good at this early in the game. Right, so we've done all that. What I want to do now is I'm going to open up the map. So now we can see this chunk of area. Now they've got that map fragment. So I want to go back. Oh, no, I didn't activate the bonfire though. What an idiot. Alright, I'll have to go back to this one then. I'll go get the bonfire again. And I'm going to pick up another item that's going to help us. So it's night time now. Yeah. So one of the good things about Torrent is he's got like a double jump. So you can make a lot more jumps than you usually would just by yourself. Right. Nope. I'm gonna rest at this. And it should change when I sit down on it. Yep. Well, I can talk to Melina again. Maybe I have to do this first.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring. Upon the cliff, a demigod. If the ray, then the Elden
she's saying
Ring.
the same
As
thing
an
now.
ally, I pray that you to face the.
I got to leave. Maybe sit down again. How do I trigger this? Maybe if I pass the time until nightfall. Let's try that. And it's raining. Should be. I haven't done anything wrong here. What I'll do is I'll save an exit. Let's see if that'll do it. Sometimes you can force interactions just by resetting the game. No? Okay. I don't really know what's going on here. I feel like it's always been after going to there and then coming back. I don't understand why that's not working. But no worry, we can... so what I will do is I'll I can't actually remember where this Flask of Wondrous Physic.
Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Yes, I want to know where that flask is. Right. I take this. Something else really we want here.
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. Perhaps you don't need to see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers, lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving. Goodbye. Nice to do business.
There's a bit of information alluding to their background there. Going into too detail, but we can look at it later on. Now, what I want to do is upgrade my katana because I got. I'm gonna do it once. Okay. Yeah, so usually I think it's 2, 4, and then 6 stones, and it'll go up to the next stone up. Yeah, so these go up to plus 20. I'm pretty sure now. So each katana will eventually upgrade to a plus 20, if we want to keep with it. And then it will cycle through the stones, which we've got to find in the world. So I got my items. I can read what I've just bought. That's the armor I've got. There we go. Right. Flask of Wondrous Physic still remains in the Third Church of America, north of the Mistwood. Cross the highway bridge and follow the animal trail north. Okay. So it's not exact directions, but we can work out exactly where it is. Now I know from memory the Mistwood's like over here somewhere, so I think that's the bridge it's talking to in reference. This is another one down here. So literally all we need to do is go down that way. You do want to be careful where you jump down there, because some of these fools will just straight up kill you. Unfortunately the double jump doesn't save you if you jump at the last second. Yeah, you'll see most of these guys sort of roaming around.
You there?
Oh, I forgot about him.
Help us out, Cully.
I can't remember which bush he's in.
You? Yeah, you there?
So this one?
Stop pretending you can't see me.
You just roll into it? Yeah, there we go.
What'd you go and do that for?
Gotta get attacked by these guys.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree.
Classic
Lucky you
Wednesday.
came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
Loves his
Or-
mushrooms. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of mushrooms.
If you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Well, then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
He's going to allude to a location we can go to.
Right,
Right, so that's the end of his dialogue. So, he should move eventually. I can't actually remember where he moves to. Gotta remember this wiring up, not wiring down. Right. Oh. Don't think I have it in me to kill that yet. So that is literally a roaming boss. There's a few of those, but I do want this thing. Because they drop ashes of war and other items, I think. I don't know if they're just ashes of war. But they can be pretty useful. Some pretty nice ones you could find. I'm just gonna have to run past him. Should be able to outrun him. There is a trick you can do. Oh, fuck. I might die here. No, I'm fine. Right. I guess I can get down here. That's fine. Just gonna take a little bit of a detour. Right, whereabouts am I? Up here. Actually, now that I'm down there, I'll find there is another NPC down there somewhere. He's over here. Yeah. So under this arch over here, these giant crabs will fuck you up. I'll try and avoid those.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. A dragon. Dragon? There, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake.
There you can.
Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late. Don't be a fool.
It was important you talk to him. Because although I'm not going to kill the dragon yet, I can trigger it. And there is these ruins here to explore. Which... the dragon's over it. Should be a big, like, sort of pile of a group of people flocked around it. I don't remember exactly where it is in this lake. I just think it was where I came from. Oh, there we go. I can see it now. There he is. We get all those souls as well, which is quite nice. Pick that up in a second, I'm just going to lose aggro. I do need to remember I need to look at the map every now and then so you can get a reference of whereabouts I actually am. So I'll do that. I can't do that now because I'm still in combat. So I mean currently we've basically just gone around in a circle and then down. So, I'm going to look at these ruins, and then we're going to go over here. There's just a couple of slow guys in these ruins, and then some dogs, which can be annoying. If you are struggling, you can just get on the horse and deal with them that way. Sometimes it's easier. There's another dog. There's another one there, yep. One of these dogs is a lot stronger than the other one, yep. Can also be knocked off torrent. I just straight up died. Okay, I didn't realise my health was that low. You can also be knocked off torrent by dying as well, unfortunately. I guess this is a good point to explain the States of America. They're like semi-checkpoints, aren't the Graces? A little bit closer to like bosses and stuff like that, so you don't have to walk too far from where you are. So if you see these, you're pretty much safe to die. Dog. I think. Oh, I missed that. Oh, come here. Dogs also bleed as well. So you're going to be looking up, you don't get hit too many times because they'll just chunk you. I'll put your flame away. Thank you. Also, if you do die, you can just pick up your souls as long as you don't die again, and then you do lose them forever. Cat is back. Rats. Few rats here. Easy to deal with one by one, but can also stag you like that. Second. Cat is in front of me on the table. To remove cat. Okay. Battle. Now, I think this is the trap, so we can roll away quite quickly and not get caught in it. It's like a teleporter trap, but it does close. And I do not want to go to that one yet, because it kind of ruins my plans. So come back out. All these guys respawned. Or just I didn't even see these guys. Right, I'll take the butterfly. Then we're gonna go. Yep. Over here. I mean, if you do want to kill this dragon, there is quite an easy way to do it. Now that we have a bleed weapon, I can actually show you. But it's quite boring because it's just a lot back and forth. Can you not two-hand your weapon on this on the back of a horse? I don't think you can. So basically, you just I hit. Right, so if you're like enough distance away from him, he will just do a flame attack, which you can run around and then get in a hit like this. 1, 2, 3, and then run back, and it should turn around. I'll do a tail attack. I'll give you enough distance for him to do the flame attack again, and then it's just rinse and repeat. And after you do enough hits, should cause a bleed proc on him, which will do a nice chunk of damage. Oh, that was a bit closer than I thought it was. Jesus Christ. Because Oh, he's in the air. I don't know where he's gone. Oh, he's over there. Yeah, sometimes he just flies backwards. He does really random stuff. Yeah, I mean, when you're at this distance, sometimes it's best to lock on, because you can just lock straight onto his leg. And when he screams like that, he'll come charging at you. Because you just want to sort of keep this distance. Yeah. If he starts doing that, then you can just run straight under him. Run again. Want to be careful you don't get cornered into the side too much. Just going to screw the strategy up a bit. What I might do here is just fast forward it a bit. It's just going to be this over and over until I get maybe a bleed block. It should be fairly soon. Oh, big boy. Gonna walk at me then or something. Thank you very much. There we go. Big chunk of damage. I think there is a rating on the bleed as well, so if you've got like a higher bleed number, you can prop those stacks a lot faster. Let's see how trivial this makes this fight. It is important we do this fight for the guy we just spoke to as well. So we kill it alone, he has some other dialogue. He's gonna run. Okay. There's quite a few dragons in the game you can kill. You do end up getting, we'll see in a second. There is a sort of like a Skyrim. You get the soul of the dragon. You can use those. Whoa, that's a bit close. You can use those to get like different powers and stuff, which is pretty cool. Detail in this game is when you start overusing certain systems, especially with the dragon one, like your character starts physically changing. I mean that's happened in past games, especially with like the dragon torso and the dragon headstone or whatever in the original Dark Souls. I think basically turned you into a dragon. This one is just mostly anything like that will change your eyes. So if you wonder why your eyes have changed to different colours, probably because you're meddling with the specific thing. There we go. And he's dead. Great enemy felled. We get quite a lot of souls, yeah, and then we get a dragon heart. It's basically our resource to become a dirty dragon user. If I go back and talk to I forgot his name. I'll pick up this thing. So this, unless you pick this up, you'll see these everywhere on these little statues. But this is just another multiplayer item. I can't pick it up for whatever reason. Is it because I'm on a horse? I think it's because I'm on a horse. It's because I'm on a horse. Small golden effigy. I mean, not too useful for my playthrough because I'm not really going to be using that. But it's just specifically for those little effigy things. You can put your sign down near it, and then people can summon you because obviously those are used typically near bosses and stuff, so you can get some help. Don't see me. Don't think you see me. No, we're good. So I'm quite used to that. There's no one. Right.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast. You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment. The strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
I
You
think
must not forget those who partake
Okay.
their hunger for dragon until the
Another last
floodgates
dialogue.
strength. It's no surprise.
I think in the lore, like if you partake in dragon communion over and over, like for this one, your eyes change. Your eyes basically change to yellow, and they become like sort of lizard-like. I think in terms of the actual dragons we meet in the world, they were once people, or some of them were. And obviously, by using it over and over, you eventually change yourself into a dragon, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna do one last thing. I haven't used my souls yet, and I hope I'm not going to die to this guy. We're going to do our first NPC invasion. But it was important that we did exhaust Matey's dialogue. I can't remember his name. Because he's going to help us with this, as long as we can survive long enough. This guy can be a little bit tricky. And I'll advance his story. Eventually we're going to get forced off a horse here, yet. Usually means that we're being invaded. There's a dungeon there as well. So we'll be able to see Bloody Finger Nereus. So as long as we can survive, we should get help. I wouldn't advise killing this guy if you're still working out, doing rolls and stuff, but he can be a bit of a pain in the arse because he's got a ranged attack as well. Like so. I can come back and get my souls, that's fine. I was literally just thinking in my head, like, he's got a ranged attack, so even if I roll, I'm still going to get hit by
This
it.
way, tarnished.
But
May I have a word?
that kind of all works out in the end, because this is what the interaction I wanted earlier. So maybe you just need to do a little bit more exploring before coming back here, so it's not directly going to the gate. Okay.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I am the mighty steed.
Ah, as I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master.
There we go.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Okay, so this is what I wanted.
Forgive mine intrusion,
Just gonna
Tarnished.
exhaust that dialogue
I
quickly.
doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
We've already had two characters that aren't really in line with the two fingers and the Golden Order, so we can sort of see the where the story's going, and they want to do something about it. Basically, well, we will find the two fingers later on. They're sort of like a medium for the will. The thingy will. I can't remember what it's called. But they're basically the outer god force that basically instructs everything, does the will of grace, and why the Golden Order was put together to make sure that their the will was kept going. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this game, so I can't remember all the details. We will come back to it. I'm pretty sure some of the NPCs mention names, so as soon as I remember it, I'll pick it back up again. Right, so I need to go back to, not death, I need to go back to where I was and get those souls back, because I've lost a decent amount of souls there. And you'll see on the left of the screen there's a little sort of gate, a gateway to the spirit realm, I guess what it is. That's basically the indication that you can summon your spirits. So if basically I can add it to here. I can remove those because I'm not using that. Right, so I think you can directly just add the actual the ashes, and then if you use that from the bar, because I can't do it at the moment because I'm not in an area where you can summon, you can use these guys to basically help you out with bosses or specific areas. You can use them down here. I'm pretty sure I've done that before, to help clear up the camp. And you can get some pretty strong ones, because you can level them up as well, because there's a specific resource you can collect to level pretty much anything up in this game. Right, I'm gonna have another attempt to try and kill this guy and not to die straight away. I think it would be pretty handy if I can spirit summon down here, because it'll give me enough distraction I can actually get some damage off of it. I'm going in the wrong direction anyway. Where is he? He's over in this corner, I'm pretty sure. So if you're wondering what those blood stains are on the floor, if you're not familiar with any other Souls games before, you can see in sort of like phantoms from other players' worlds. The red ones are basically how they died. I cannot use the summon though, that's kind of annoying. Thought I might be able to, might help me out a bit. I'm just going to run around until I can get the this guy to help me. Use a shield. Fine. I'll run circles around him. I think that's the sun. That's what you don't want to be hit with, because this guy does bleeds as well. Which could be kind of annoying. There he is. No? I think that's just one of the NPCs. Oh, for fuck's sake. It takes forever. I did pick up my souls, that's fine. There we go. As I die, he decides to show up. I need to close the bonfire. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I ran all the way there. Yeah. It's daytime and that. hooded horseman guy isn't going to be on the bridge this time, at least. Those guys typically they only come out at night. There is a few changes actually between day and night. And go over. Basically, specific enemies will only come out at night. You're going to find in different areas or whatever. Same with daytime. And they are one of them. I think I've just got to shake off the rust. Because I think I've not really used to playing against this guy at least. I don't know if it's a certain amount of damage that makes Ura, that's his name, Ura, Bloody Hunter Ura, pop up. Or there might be a time gate as well. God. Oh. Oh my god, dude.
The bloody finger. The end is nigh. For you.
Oh my god, he's...
And your cessblood.
Can you hit him so I can take aggro so I can actually heal? I wonder if he was going to do the bloody thing then. I'm just going to roll around for a bit. Can you help? Where are you, dude? Oh, thank god, right. Okay. I can get backstab on it now, at least I think. Come here. There we go. That's the way to do it. Fucking cheese him. Bastard. Bleak Rock, nice. Both of us using katanas. Works out really well. And we get a sword. Reduvia. Does actually do the same thing as the as he did with his sword. It'll shoot little like, blood lots out. Blood clots? I don't know. It can be a pretty nice weapon to use because I think you can proc the bleed pretty quickly with it. So I mean, if you want to use that, go ahead. But you can see NPCs move after certain criteria.
Ah, we meet again. To have fought Nereus and lived. You must have seen
Yes, it
my
was all
share of
me.
battle. I am Ura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own,
Obviously a
who
fan of
stay
that.
the path. You are certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade. Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again. If fate permits. Be on your way. Perhaps we will...
I can't remember if we do actually meet him again. I say use him sparingly, but that would be a bit of a spoiler. But yeah, I think for now I'm going to leave it there. I've been going for about an hour, so maybe I might do these in sort of like hour segments. Next time we can pick up the physic and maybe do a couple of these because there's a dungeon up there and there's a dungeon down here. We also want to help Bok out and maybe go find that Dragon Communion place. So there's a lot we can do in Limgrave at this point. Basically we're just looking up to level up a little bit. I think probably the ideal level will be maybe 30 to 40. Ideal. I think that will be a little bit over leveled for the first like main boss you want to find. But it's not like I'm doing a sort of soul level 1 playthrough, so I don't mind that. I just basically, I want to get this game to a point where I can just jump straight into the DLC when eventually that comes out. But yeah, I'll catch you guys soon.